What's going on, everybody? It's the reflector. Here to reflect what you choose to neglect. Man, look, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm sick of this shit. I'm so sick of the world, the atmosphere that we create every day. You think, feel, interact with somebody, interact with a tree, anything. We all still so uh we everybody got like a cap on everything they do. Everybody got a restriction on everything they do. Everybody always got to talk to somebody else to get through to know something else. Like, why can't why can't everybody know God? Why can't everybody somehow have some practice that fits them where they basically won't have to argue with somebody else? Because even if you believe in something and you don't argue with if you don't argue with other people, right? You'll most likely go through with the certain rose-colored glasses lens to live your life a certain way. Because we got to remember, religion is belief and faith, and but belief and faith ain't shit without practice. So even if you are one of these religions, I don't care. I'm not targeting people. I don't care about people. I'm targeting the upholding of these things that's clearly not helping individuals' lives. The only people it's helping is certain people that got chose or that got lucky to be in a position to pretty much broadcast this rhetoric about these religions, whether it's Allah, whether it's Jesus, whether it's God, whether it's Hashawashaba. Either way, oral tradition over these times, since we all been kind of under rulership over here in America, we've been in this certain rulership. They've been like, for the longest, it's been like we sitting here just believing some shit just because. It's windy than a bitch right now. Every time it's about to be morning, the motherfucking shit just be going crazy. Who is this? Shout out to Papa Mikoki. What up, man? What's good, man? I can't say your name, but shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you. But yeah. So let's get into it now. Let's get into it. I shout out everybody. I shout out all the bots. Even if you a bot. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mr. Mine. Shout out to Dirk. Anyway, so look. So like I said, this shit ain't really working for nobody. Because if it was, why the government not even supporting their own religion? They low-key is letting everybody just think that whatever they want to think, basically, at this point. In their mind, they're like, man, well, we've been over here struggling trying to figure out the world and make sure everybody still consoles or is condemned to our certain ideas and ideologies and religions and how we look at business, how we look at anything. So that's how they gonna keep us stuck. Now, black people been talking about this, about slavery, right? Back then, like, they used religion for slavery, which is why now you got people saying God is black or Jesus is black or some stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? But the whole time, it's just been a whole bunch of cultures going into somebody else's culture, stealing it. What does steal mean? Taking whatever they observing, because when you steal, that means you most likely observing what you about to do before. You never seen somebody just go somewhere and be like, oh, yeah, I'm about to just take this. Now, if you do that, probably the better way to go. But usually it's planned out. So these people were always observing, going to other countries, act cool with people, then they'll end up taking it, take one of them people that might be in power, tricking them to basically sell their own people. Not sell them literally, but sell them like, okay, now this person's gonna step in and I just gotta sit back because I'm paid and I got the resources now. So that's how they got, that's what them getting sold mean. Anyway, so people kind of notice knowledge about like how religion got taken and used just to manipulate, basically. That's not for nobody to sit here and say, oh, well, I got the better ideology about God, or oh, I'm tapped in with the ancestors before me to know what the fuck the actual meaning is. Whole time, all these words y'all saying, y'all just end up piggybacking Y'all end up bandwagoning what you already learned. Get in the back of the bus, bitch. Because your ass don't know how to drive. I'm not saying you're not Jesus, but you're not taking your own wheel. Y'all see this? Oh man, it was a son. That's your own son. You the son of God, which means you're just a specimen, a soul that came down, fell to experience something and live your own perception and shit like that and die off again. But that's all Jesus. That don't mean nothing, no. It ain't. It was just parables. It was just personification. It was metaphors. It wasn't literally what they're saying. Y'all really think somebody sat there and looked at what was going on and wrote that shit down? How the fuck they keep the pages? No, it was groupings, writing stories down, bringing them all together, probably rooting them out. You know, publishing just means rooting out shit, making sure it's withstandable to the mind frame of the public, blah, 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 blah. And then they just release it. So it's like, it's just regular humans that got a little bit of higher power than you. Thing is, these niggas don't even got power. They was just at a playground with each other, didn't have nothing else to do. Like us, we can't meet with each other, right? People like working, you can't just group up with people unless it's a building, a club already. You can't just do it yourself. So these people made it where the shit just hard. I started seeing shit on my goddamn screen. I forgot what I was saying. But y'all get what I'm saying. Shout out to the 12 people. Yeah, 12's real good. 12 circle 360. Are you good today? What up, Jay? JFLA, you know what I'm saying? Where y'all from? Tell me where y'all from. We from the motherfucker. I'm from Texas. We got the laws over here too bad. We got bitch ass people over here. And sorry my face look puffy. I'm up early. It's 6:55 where I'm at. I'll be up earlier than this. I'm a believer of God. I'm here for the spicy link. For the spicy... What? Is the link in the bio? Nah, bro. Yo ass bullshit. Why is your name OG? Man, I wish this was a ripping online. I would start talking shit to all y'all. I don't even know who. I don't know none of y'all either. But anyway, shout out to all y'all. So, this shit don't help nobody. And I'm talking about surface level shit, but when I start getting into my spirituality, it really don't help you when you die. Your ass gonna be thinking these words meant something else when you get to the end of the rainbow. Your ass ain't got shit up in there though. You just look like a little leprechaun looking stupid. So, and that's serious though, because like when you die, it's serious only because you're not gonna have a functioning body here no more. You're not gonna be able to wake up every day from your dream world. Now you're back in you're going to purgatory. Maybe you're going back. Purgatory or limbo, where basically you in your mind. And it's like you're using the same mind you had when you were here experiencing. So this is why it's so serious. This is why it's serious. Because if you sitting here just letting Jesus take the wheel, letting Allah just you keep praying every goddamn day, hard as fuck, 5 times a day and shit, what you think you gonna do when you die? You gonna be born in the same race. You gonna be born in the same situation. You gonna be still up under the same bullshit. Like, ain't nobody saying this shit gonna change like this. But all I'm saying is, you might as well just be yourself, but like be your true self. Because people be saying be yourself. I'm gonna make a video about this, but people be saying be yourself. Matter of fact, let me write this down. People say be yourself, right? But they're saying be yourself inside of this system we in. So be the best self you could be. Now, you have to live in this system. You have to. We're here. I got a shelter and shit. Gotta pay. You know what I'm saying? But you still gotta be like, what the Bible say? You're in the world, but not of it type shit. That's what you gotta start from. Okay. What do I really think like? And let me not filter it through some pressured ass, fake ass bullying high school energy. Like I gotta go with the flow or some shit like that. Then you'll start from the right point. Because if not, your ass you just gonna be faking it and living somebody else's life that already died before you. Probably had the same religion. I'm telling you, you should be going deep. This is why I be talking shit about it. Like, you can have whatever you believe, but all I'm saying is, at least practice what you're doing. At least have discernment to really look at that God and don't fear that God. Y'all always talking about fear God and shit. Nigga, ain't no fear God. Why would you fear something that made you? That's just some weird ass principle how the world and how dads and sons and dads and daughters is living right now, which is everybody just getting fucked over by their goddamn own people. Movie you can quote by heart. What? I ain't about to use y'all dumbass, stupid ass systems, YouTube. Fuck you. All right, but that's what I was gonna do though. Yeah, I went on a little side tangent talking about people saying be yourself, but it's really just a fabricated thing where we all are ourselves by default. You're gonna try to be yourself. You're gonna try to be like a robot souped up in this world because that's what everybody is, kind of robot. So you're trying to be the best cyborg. You're not being the best mysterious creature that nobody heard of type shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. Shout out to where are you? I'm from the motherfucking Texas, CR7. What do you dream of? Shout out to Brett. I knew somebody named Brett. Hey, bro, you looking like villain. You sound like a foreigner, and I am. That's the point. And it's about to be Scorpio spooky fall. No more sun that much this season anyway. So y'all better get with y'all's unseen realm and transform. But not like that. It's just like you gotta just be like, nah. You gotta be like, ah, fuck it. I don't care about embarrassment. Ah, fuck it. I don't care about that insecurity. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, I gotta put my video ideas down, and I hope my lazy eye wasn't active. Like, anyway, back to the actual title. So, yeah, religion. Yeah, if you use it, if it's working for you, good for you. Now, I am just a person that knows I don't like following rules too much. Everybody got to answer to somebody. Time and place for everything. Everybody has to have their own conduct. Now, that can only go so far. Just because this world got all these goddamn insecurity as mentalities and shit, you got to do it like this, you got to do it like that, don't mean I have to. So that's where you got to separate your own discernment. And sometimes these overly exaggerated laws or these old barriers, mental barriers, sometimes it ain't even a law. It's just a barrier you feel. So it's as simple as being at the store and nobody want to say nothing about how there's only one cashier and there's people standing around, basically. That's what I mean. But you know, like I'm from a family that got really strong beliefs about Christianity, and thing is, people don't realize Christianity is the youngest religion. Now, that don't mean nothing more than what I just said. That don't mean it's the lowest. That don't mean Allah's better because y'all been worshiping that motherfucker in the East for the longest. Buddhism, East. What else? What else y'all got? Sapatarianism, East. Y'all all over there in the East, so that's Asia. That's motherfucker Pakistan. That's all that shit. Shout out to y'all though, cause I got hella people over here in these damn corner stores. You know what I'm saying? I fucks with y'all, but I'm just being real. That motherfucker religion, just because it don't matter how long it's been here, don't matter how short it's been here. Equilibrium, looking at it from a true state, is clearly it's just something that's been cultivated for others to follow something or have a sense of direction, have a sense of knowing something, have a sense of, cause you know, men and women fear the unknown. So anything you think or feel, if you don't know why you felt, or you don't know what's gonna happen from what you just felt or seen, had a vision of or thought about, that's what you be scared of. And that's why people got crutches of religion. It's either for that, it's either for because you don't know how to conduct yourself, so you need structure. It's either for you're a fucking drunk or some shit like that. You know, that's why they built it. It ain't like it was actually something genuine here, being like, all right, I need everybody to be on this shit because this is actually real. That's probably the mentality they had. They probably had real good faith, but behind the thing that they were grasping, that mentality, that God, it was the real villain. Like NR7 said, I look like a villain. That was the real villain, because we got to look past the names, titles, and the image. Okay, because remember, there's always opponents and there's always the people that's facing. There's always two. Just because there's evil in the world don't mean that evil wasn't constructed from the same foundation of what y'all so-called call this God to be. When you start talking about it like something else evaded here, that's when you're doing what they want because they're the ones that evaded. So they're going to make you have a mentality that whether it's a mental invasion, it's devil, or it's an actual you being racist and politicianally and shit like that. Where they the ones that created the laws. They the ones was able to have the resources to bring people on the boat. They was the ones that said everybody can have their own religion. So who are you to sit here and try to fight that? As in, that's not the starting point. They gonna have you in a motherfucking maze running around and shit looking stupid with your head cut off and shit. But shout out to Monkey. You're a monkey. Dude, where y'all from, bro? Because I swear y'all be looking like... Wait, what did Alex Rich say? Richie? Oh, it's like, gonna float that. What is it? Nahi. Oh, Hindi? Nahi? Yeah, y'all ass flaunt that. You on that east side religion. It's all good, though. All I say is make sure y'all don't argue that shit. Even with... Because it be so bad that people be arguing Christianity with Christianity. Like really, what the fuck does this shit get anybody? Besides you just trying to tell somebody some enlightenment you just got put onto, not you felt it, you got put onto it, and you want to tell them to run in that direction too. And make sure you come in this certain way that I came up with from my limited perspective. But I thought this guy was objective. It don't even make sense. Like you just always living like this, trying to straighten your body up, puppet your body up a certain way to fit. So you can be in the presence of God. Thing is, those energies are kind of true. It's just got transmuted to think of it like it's outside and you have to obtain it to know what it's like. You're outside the building, you gotta walk in. You can't go on the toll bridge because you don't got this certificate. You can't get hired because you got this certificate. So same shit. So it's like I don't understand why you got so many people being so strong about religion now where you still broke. You still barely have good times in the day. You read these texts in the Bible or whatever, it can only do so much. You're the only one by default coming up with these feelings you even get. Secondhand, most likely. Probably secondhand coming up with them. You know what I'm saying? Like if I said something, never mind, I ain't gonna go with that. But yeah, so it's like, that shit don't get nobody nowhere. And like I said, I mean any religion. America is the land of the free. What it really means, we're taking everything we done already established over there in the East and trying to bring it over here while trying to mix it with what y'all already got going on. So that's what taking religion, stealing it means. So we practice looking at the motherfucking sun every day and just studying it. We practice looking at the motherfucking trees and shit when they fall and supposedly go in their death stage. We looked at these fucking animals, you know what I'm saying? But I don't mean we only looked at that. We looked at that as a what is it? A pinpointing to kind of matchmake what the fuck you're experiencing too. But that's as far as it went. Then we went to the motherfucking stars. Well, I know I told y'all that we was looking at the sun, but then we went to the sun, the moon, and the transitions and started seeing how we felt mentally, like without the physical. So how we mentally felt. So anyways, these things, this is what we did. Everything I just explained to you about their religion is what they trying to do, but it ends up just being the sun is a man title. The moon is a woman title. So it's like you looking at it like, oh, I gotta go here and then go down the line from there. No, you just look at it for what it is. Anyway, so it's like that's still in religion. So, but nothing, none of these religions got anything to do with anything I'm talking about. That's old native, indigenous to this land practices we used to do like way back, like 300, 400, 500 years ago. Because, you know, America only been here really for like 200 years. And not even America. These people, this civilization only been here for a little bit. Anyway, hold up, y'all. Just know, y'all, like, a lot of these things that came up with, it was really just some kids in the playground, and they had the position to be able to be like, just think. Everybody else can't even just sit here and think like me. They got to go to work and shit, and then they be sitting here just thinking about work. You know what I'm saying? But all I know is y'all need to, if anything, make your own religion. Bro. That's all I can tell you. And what is religion? It's just something a group of like-minded people made, but what it is when you're doing it is you just reinventing a legion. So a group, you're just going with the legion. You're just following behind them. And that includes practices, beliefs, faiths, rules. Lit up a little ass doobie. I don't feel like rolling it. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna roll it right here. But yeah, man. Wish I could take out this chat to see if y'all can see anything. All right. I don't say YouTube being stupid, but this shit legal though. Legal though. All right. So, oh yeah, let me see what y'all saying. Let me be a regular YouTuber. Shout out to the one person in here. Damn, my face look fat. Oh, he gone now. I just woke up. What y'all been saying though? You said, can I roast you? Monkey. I'm from Texas. I'm from Texas, Mr. Clasher. And then monkey. Go ahead, 223s. I know you a monkey. You a nigger. Go ahead and try to roast me. I like it. That's like that real energy that I kind of missed from back when I grew up, even though I graduated 2017. So I ain't that old. I ain't no old ass nigga. I'm young ass nigga. I'm a youngin'. You know what I'm saying? Bright sun face. I'm that right there. Even when I get older, I'm still gonna be that. Gotta be this one. Shout out to the Russian Crane tea leaf. Y'all need to get y'all them. Y'all said if you smoking flower, make sure you smoking it out of a hemp. But it's okay if you do tobacco though, because I know I did it for this whole summer. But my reasons are for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Tobacco makes me get cooler. So it's hot as fuck in Texas. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to come on, keep asking me questions. I know I ain't see y'all questions, so y'all probably left, but go ahead. Y'all get to know me. Get to know the messenger. Get to know the person giving you all these motherfucking gems. It ain't even fucking gems. It's something you know. Because everything I'm saying is something we kind of know. You just got to get reminded. Because tell me how that shit... Not everything I said, but, you know, some things that we really be going through and how it be a trick and how I was basically transmuting it to what's really going on, making it sound stupid. There you go. So now you do it. But incorporate it into life, though. You know what I'm saying? All right, then. What is your channel about, Miss Malu? Malu. That's a nice name. My channel is all about everything. If you're talking about what I do in real life, you see it on my shorts. Dog trainer, deliverier, motherfucking astrologist. Like I do people's readings and shit like that. But if you're talking about the channel though, it's just about spirituality. It's just about you. I'm just basically vlogging my own experiences, but I'm also incorporating where other people can know. So I just want other people to know the bullshit we all going through. This shit why we gotta pay taxes. The shit why you feel bad the moment you get rejected by some goddamn what's that shit called? The person in front of the door type shit. Gatekeeper. So, you know, shit like that. But it's really all about you dying peacefully. So clearing, having a mental, strong, good, juicy, godly type of mentality. Because that's what you die and go into. You die and raise up, right? So you raise it in your mind. Last time I checked, your mind don't fall. But if it do, you need to lighten up your load when it comes to your daily thought processes. Anyway, so that's what it is, Miss Malu. But people choose to follow money even though no one needs money, right? No one needs money, but people choose to follow money, right? So that's their God. Their God is the money God. Now, remember, money was created by a regular human. They made a name up, and they made the paper, they made the how it look and shit, just like this, you know. But like, so it's not like money was here. The energy of money was here. Yes, exchange, gaining. Based on your own traction and shit, yeah. But a lot of times people looking at the God title, and God we trust. Let me go towards that, even though I got rocks on my back, my damn ankles hurting. I can't even feel like I got a break and shit like that, you know. So that's why that following money guys shit is dumb as hell. But yeah, you can go. I got an Instagram. It's the THA Vessel 92. If you want to go follow that. But I literally do everything. Like I talk about everything, and I do everything. Like I like to look at everything like it's achievable. It's a trade. You know, because a lot of people don't know, like, over here, we hustled, like, we were getting, like, not we were getting money, but we were all about just doing something productive. Because they be trying to fake y'all out to think y'all gotta do something a certain way, but it's really just about you being productive, because if you're not, then you'll just end up, like, probably doing what they did. All of these mentalities came from them practicing stupid shit, crackhead shit, and then they basically came up with rules that everybody already knows from when you're a baby, but then they over exaggerated the rules. So now I'm not talking about just the rules, but just everything. So you got trauma now because of their shit. This is why I say, like, they're over us, which means their trauma is we're gonna be beneath their feet or behind their butt with their trauma. So it's gonna be their bullshit, literally, that we experience. But that's why it's like, so religion gonna make it worse. Do not be no atheist, though. I am not sitting here telling you I am an atheist, because that's just a theist that got some type of knowledge using religion's kind of archetype, but then they're incorporating incorporating like scientific shit. And scientists don't even know nothing. You just gotta be up here knowing that nobody knows shit. Everybody already been in that mind state already since like 2022, low key. Probably 2023. That's when it really got potent. That everybody was like, man, nobody know what they talking about. That's not a real doctor. That's not this, you know. But you gotta know that in every way, cause you still gonna be sitting around here running around like a damn Spartan and shit. The Greek Spartan, not the original Spartan. But you gonna be flunked out and looking stupid. But hey, if you from the East though, do your religion. Okay? Do that. Do that. You know what I'm saying? If you over here and you repping some East religion and you actually are from here, America, you flunked out. Go be born as a Muslim man. Go be born broke. Okay, I'm not saying y'all broke, bro. Y'all clearly got Ferraris over there and shit. But I'm saying like over here, like you not finna find no superior family to be born into by following it. Because most likely when you follow a certain religion, you're gonna be either just look at real life. What kind of people be Muslim if they're black? Some flunked out ass people that got too many goddamn rules or something like that. Or they most likely just middle class or broke or poor. So it's like you just gonna be in that same situation. Now you're gonna be dealing with some family issues and shit going through that. So it's just like, what the fuck? At least try to make your situation better. I'm not saying be a certain people, but clearly that shit ain't working. Clearly that shit ain't working, buddy. Buddy boy. But yeah, I got my shit rolled. Y'all see that sun beaming out, castrating, not castrating, projecting. You know what I'm saying? Starting the day. This is the start of the day. 12 o'clock at night, dark as fuck, winter time, isolation face ass time is not the start of the day. So all of these practices is stupid. They just wanted to train you to be like them. So they worship the winter energy, the death, having the shelter and the material based on somebody like making it for you. So they built it. They took time to build it. The funny thing is they ain't even build it though. They just had the mind frame to build it, and then they hired slaves. They ain't even hire them. They kind of made them do it. Some of them they manipulated them like it's a good cause, but some of them they like made them. The thing is, a lot of the time though, it really wasn't even no beating shit. The most they did was just starve them, and or just let them go. And it's like they don't even got no place to go, you know. So this is what I'm saying though. These niggas be worshiping the fucking winter, the death energy. So that's names, titles, everything you have to use as is type of energy, you know, and shit like that. Money, come get it. I have it. Face ass. That's what they shit is. Roast battle. All right, Keita, let's go. Even though I don't know what you look like. Let's go, Keita. German science is the greatest, or so I heard. No, none of them sciences is great. I wish I could pop y'all's pictures of y'all on the phone. You got anime pictures. Shout out to anime, or you got like a little superhero picture. Anyway, new to roast, but y'all ain't even said nothing to roast. Y'all got all eyes on me. You need to roast me then, so I can start from. Because when I ain't in the mood, I'm not triggered, then I'm not gonna do it. Triggered, react, you know that, move, you know that, son. When I'm looking at a Leo, I don't care. I'm gonna act out when I want. You know that. Put y'all motherfucking y'all sun and moon up or some shit. Let me roast that, cause I can't even see what y'all look like. But I ain't gonna roast you, Malu. You the shit, Malu. That's that girl. That's that lady. So yeah, just to keep it, you strangers. However you live in your life, just remember these mentalities, these mental blockages, they all kind of come from cultivation of religion. So make sure you're not following it. If anything, maybe try to study it more. Just study it for what it is, but don't put your soul in it. So don't have your faith in it, because that's really what matters. If you have your faith in it, everything you see, especially in dream world, is gonna look like Jesus. Like, you got people that actually say they seen Jesus. You know how fucked up that is? Do y'all know how because I know I don't be seeing nothing like, I never did. Even back then because I was in Christianity back then. I was even in the damn choir. But like, Do I look like I seen some motherfucking Jesus? You know what I'm saying? When y'all pray to y'all self, man, y'all over here just talking to something y'all trying to reach. You don't even know how to be qualified to reach it. But then even if you start going on that train of thought of being qualified, that's like racist. That's when you start getting into you're better than somebody energy. That's it. That's literally, it just make everybody run around like some damn chickens with no head off, with their head cut off and shit. Words do kill. I'm not the kill. I'm not in a killer mode. Right. Right. Yeah, I'm not either. I'm killing words with this motherfucking system. And these mentalities, old out and outdated mentalities that even the people that made it up or that's upholding these things don't even care about it no more. So this was making me mad. I'm like, do y'all not realize that y'all are just looking, y'all are trying to be a good person and trying to build up Christianity. People forgot about God. Oh, where is God? Devil done infiltrated some shit. And the whole time you just want some motherfucking good job kudo points for you discovering something like everybody always does anyway. You just gotta balance that shit. But why don't you just focus that shit on something else that you can tell people about? Because that religion shit ain't working. Clearly. Do you got $1 million? Did you touch somebody and inspire them to change their life? Without these rules and without them having to go through you just to go through something else that you don't really even totally understand about? Because if you really know Jesus, all it is just a perception for you to have faith to keep going. So that's like it's like a light bulb. I mean, not a light bulb. It's just a projection of a light, like the sun. That's all it is. But it's a title, so it's Jesus. So it's that in front of you whole time. Behind it is the disguisation station of the sun, really. It's just the soul. It's just charismatic, uplifting. I want to do it. I got motivation. I'm happy with myself energy. That's it. So, you know, for people to look at it so far, it's kind of, I don't like it. And it's not fair to them. You know, but let the dead bury the dead. If they want to keep believing that, okay. But nobody be talking about God around me. Because if you do, you better be prepared to get your soul smashed, your whole mentality smashed, because you're clinging to something you didn't even make. That's basically, because when I talk about this shit, if it offends people that believe it, then that's your fault. I hope it don't, because the way I talk, you should look at it like, okay, I'm alone right now. I'm actually thinking how I want without this God watching over me. So let me actually be discerned. So that's you separated from this shit you've been in mentally, spiritually, and you're viewing it from the outside looking in, which is better. These motherfuckers taught everybody, you gotta be closer with it. You gotta foundate yourself in it and then have an outlook after that. Bitch, all you doing is just shimmying yourself into a position, staying there, and just experiencing everything you can experience in that one position inside of that one building. Why you think everybody say fall in line, play your part? You just doing your part in line though. So it's like, bro, what the fuck? But that's not love or praise. It's false, and it control a lot of innocent souls in the earthly realm. Man, shout out to my little. Let me pin this comment. How you pin this shit? Yeah, there you go. Facts. Yeah. Malu gets it. Malu, you know. Now, this ain't no religion. I'm not trying to get people like, yes, you've converted to God. No, I'm saying like it makes me happy that people can still think. It made me happy that people still got conviction. It made me happy people still got what's the other word? Discernment. And this is a woman. Love woman. Man, lead the right way. Stop following another man's mentality just for a girl to follow you, and then eventually she gonna be like, this ain't getting me wet no more. This ain't entertaining me no more. I'm not excited. Some shit like that, and it's gonna leave your dumb ass. You know what I'm saying? So y'all need to make up. Y'all need to straighten out women that need it. They be damaged, and I understand. But see, you got people like Malu. She already got it together. So she just need a man to make her feel safe. Well, okay, I'm not saying you need a man. But in a perfect world, everybody does. We need to join together now, okay? But everybody's on their own path. Some people do need to be by themselves. Maybe you should just connect to people in that moment and go back home to yourself behind closed doors and do whatever you do. But anyway, yeah, you got people like my Lou. You know what I'm saying? She knows shit. My girl, she knows shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not all about knowing. It's about having a character in the real world, too. Because you can know everything, and that won't mean anything. But, yeah, man, I'm about to get off this live stream, though, man. Shout out to my Lou. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got to say. Hope you subscribe if you ain't already did, because you might not see me again. YouTube be random as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I be random going live anyway. So, yeah, man. Let everybody stay straight up. It's the Reflector. Here to reflect what you choose to neglect. That's my baby. She ready to eat. Look at her looking like, why are you looking like that? What? I've been talking for 30 minutes out here, though. I bet you do got to eat. I hope I didn't have that in my eye this whole time. But, yeah, man, I'm out this thing, man. Stay up, everybody.